What's up, guys? I'm Don Smith, and this is What's Cooking Neighbor, and I'm about to take your taste buds on another culinary journey. And today we're doing stir fry. We're gonna do beef stir fry today. Now, this is a really quick dish, a really good go-to dish for the weekends or when you get off of work. It mostly consists of a lot of chopping. So what we're gonna do today, we have some red and yellow bell peppers, we have some green onions, we have some fancy snow peas, we have some mushrooms. Usually I would use oyster sauce or any kind of sauce like that. I couldn't find any, so this is just a simple stir fry sauce I got from Kroger's. We have some sesame seed oil and the noodles. Now you can use any kind of noodles you can find, but I couldn't find any kind of fresh noodles, so we're gonna go with these, and they work perfectly. It's just whatever you like is what you go with. You can also use rice in this. I'm not a big rice fan, so we're gonna use those kind of noodles. So let's get started. First thing what we're gonna do is get this, our wok. We're gonna get this piping hot and ready to go as soon as we start. That's good. And we're gonna come over here and we're gonna do a little chopping. Also carrots, I don't know if I mentioned we had carrots. We're gonna come over here, drop off that, and there's many different ways you can do this. You can have those julienne carrots, or we're gonna try to go a little fancy on it. And let's do one more. Always keep your fingers out of the way. I learned those the hard way. Let's get something to put these in really quick as we chop. We just set them aside. Carrots are ready to go. And we may not use all those carrots, but they're there. Now let's do our yellow pepper. Take the seeds and the ribs. And give those a nice little chop. Our wok is nice and hot. I'm gonna set that to the side real quick. It's taking me longer than I thought it would. Yellow peppers. Boom, done. Red peppers. I'm not gonna use the whole thing on the red peppers. Get rid of the seeds and the ribs. Yeah, set that to the side. Mushrooms. Let's get some mushrooms out of here. Just give those a quick rough chop. Nothing special, nothing fancy. And we're gonna set these to the side too. All these are gonna go in pretty much the same time so they can all mix and mingle and have a good time over here, talk about what's about to happen. You guys just chill over there. Let's do a quick clean up. Let's get these guys out of the way. Fancy snow peas. Now we're going to come with our beef. I don't know what that noise was, guys, but we're just going to keep going. Then we're going to cut this very thinly. As you can see, we're going to cut against the grain, and the grain is going this way, so we're going to cut this way and get this as thin as we possibly can. Cut off any extra fat and get rid of that. And after we get this meat cut up, we're going to turn our attention back to our wok, and we're going to get going. All right. Let's give my hands a quick wash real quick. And let's get started. Our wok, that's back on there. We're going to have some sesame seed oil. Once I open it, there we go. Couple teaspoons of that. That is piping hot. We're going to go in with our and we're going to sear our meat really quick, constantly move it because we want to sear it. We don't want to crowd it and have it start to steam or boil, because the water will come out of the meat and it will basically start boiling instead of searing like we want it. And once this we brown off all our meat, we're going to go in with the veggies. And don't worry about it sticking or all that stuff getting at the bottom of it, because that's flavor and we're going to get that up later. And once our meat is seared up right where we want it, we're going to come back here and get a bowl or something to transfer our meat. Now we're going to take our meat out. And we're going to add just a little bit or more oil in there. Then we're going to go with the veggies. And we're going to saute all our veggies up. Look at the colors in here, guys. The red peppers, the carrots, the mushrooms, the yellow peppers. And once these get translucent and soften up a bit, we're going to add our meat back to this. toss them together. And if you have to, you can add some oil to this. And toss it through. And while that's going, we're going to start our water for our noodles. And once that starts going, we're going to toss our noodles in there. And this is all going to come together quite nicely. Snow peas. Once that starts to soften up, the red peppers, the yellow peppers, the carrots and everything start to soften up, then we're going to go in with our snow peas. If you're a snow pea fan, then use a lot. If you're not, then you can even omit this if you want to. I think it adds another little layer of flavor and a nice little layer of another little crunch in there. So I like to add it in. Get all that incorporated. Plus it adds another dimension of color to this with the green, the red, the yellow, the orange. The mushrooms adds a depth of earthiness flavor to this dish. It's a lot of flavor, a lot of complex flavors in this, but they come together great and they taste delicious together. Just get all that incorporated, get that going. Now what I'm going to do now is something they call a slurry. It's a little cornstarch and water. It's going to help thicken up this dish. You also could have coated your meat with the cornstarch, and that would have basically done the same thing. I'm going to add some water to this, and it's going to help thicken up this dish. I'm going to give it a quick stir. I'm going to do it over here. See if I can do this without making a mess. Then when we add our meat back to this, we're going to add this, and it's going to thicken up nicely. All right, guys, we're going to go take a quick break. We're going to add our meat back to this. We're going to add our slurry to this. We're going to do a little quick cleanup, and when we get back, we're going to finish this off. Our beef stir fry with ramen noodles. This is going to be great. We'll be right back.
Whether you're 2 or 102, the Tigerville Grill has something for you. Take advantage of the Build Your Own Burger menu. In the mood for something small? Choose one of the many delicious slider options. Call ahead and use our fast and easy drive-thru. Oh, that cool freestyle fountain drink machine? We've still got it. The Tigerville Grill, located at 314 North Columbia Avenue and open to the public 11 to 8 daily.
My name is James C. Miller III, and I started to work at Taylor County Bank on July 1st, 1960. The bank was started because during the crash, the banks here failed, or at least one of them did. So there was a need for an additional bank in Taylor County. But the thing about our bank is this, that we had an old slogan back then. first in service, first in safety, first in convenience, and that's what we've always tried to do, and I think we still do.
Campbellsville Baptist Church, a church where all ages grow in the love of God. From children and youth worship to sports ministry and mission outreach, Campbellsville Baptist Church shares the love of God both in and outside of the sanctuary. Join us for worship on Sunday mornings at 9 and small group Bible study at 10:30. That's Campbellsville Baptist Church, the people of God sharing God's love because God's love changes the world.
A champion doesn't get days off. It takes determination and drive to realize goals. From long nights to early mornings. From the courts to the classrooms to online. At Campbellsville University, this is why we play. This is how we learn. This is where champions are made. Find your calling for a life change at campbellsville.edu.
Campbellsville University Cosmetology teaches beauty inside and out. The cosmetology students at CEU receive salon experience while learning in a contemporary environment from faculty who have worked in the industry. With areas of study ranging from hairstyling to salon management, Campbellsville University Cosmetology can help you turn your passion into a profession. Kickstart your cosmetology career today. Visit campbellsville.edu/cosmetology.
Citizens Bank and Trust Company serves the Taylor County area with 3 convenient locations. Our online and mobile options can make your banking experience even easier, with features such as digital wallet, Touch ID login with our mobile app, and online deposit. Mobile banking also gives you the online control of your Citizens Bank debit card. Along with our banking locations, we also offer a no-charge ATM in the Student Commons on the campus of Campbellsville University. Citizens Bank and Trust in Campbellsville. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to What's Cooking Neighbor. Today we are stir frying. We have beef stir fry. We got our water going right here for our noodles, and once that starts boiling, we'll be good to go. Now, right now, what we're going to do now, we have some snow peas in here. We have some carrots. We have yellow, red bell peppers. We have mushrooms. We have all kind of stuff in the pool already, and we're about to add our beef back to this to finish cooking and get in there with the rest of those guys. And you can see it's a lot of juice right here. We're going to add that juice back into here because that's flavor, and we don't want to miss or lose any of that flavor. Let's toss this in the sink real quick. You're starting to smell the depths of flavor in this with the peas and the peppers and the carrot. The carrot is sweet. And the earthiness of the mushrooms. And then we're going to add our slurry into this. This is going to thicken this up a little bit. Get rid of this. And then once we're going to come over here and get our stir fry. Now again, you can use anything with this, a hoisin sauce, or oyster sauce, or make your own with a little bit of a soy sauce, sugar, and stuff like that to make your own. But I was lazy, so we're gonna go with this store-bought stir fry, which is still delicious in and of itself. So now, toss that in that, and I can see that my water is boiling. Then we're gonna incorporate all this in here now. And this is essentially where it needs to be. We're gonna cut it down to a little less than medium, and we're gonna let these guys hang out, let all this flavor start to come together. Let them get to know each other a little bit. And we're gonna turn our attention over to our noodles. Once we get this nice and incorporated. water boiling. Here we go. And it's very quick. These cook up very quick. Let's dump it in. And get rid of this. Now I'm going to use this veggie mix they have for it. This is, you really don't have to, but I think it would add just a little bit of a different kind of texture and flavor to these. And it will go great with the stir fry. So we're going to toss that in there. And this takes about 3 minutes, at least that's what the package says, so we'll go with 3 minutes. And while that's doing, I cleaned up my knife and my cutting board. We're gonna come over here and add for a little garnish, some green peppers. Just give those a nice little trim. Clean them up just a little bit. And this will be a nice little garnish. Once our stir fry is done, we'll just top that with these green onions. Set those to the side. And if you want, you can even add this to your stir fry as another depth of flavor and contrast. Nice little chunky chops like this. And we just toss those in. And incorporate them in there, give them a nice little stir. And this is gonna add another little oniony flavor to this stir fry. Our noodles are going crazy over here. We're gonna turn our attention back to those once I incorporate those green onions into this. Let those soften up, cook a little bit. And it's gonna add another little earthiness, crunch to it. And once our noodles are done, we can drain this and we can put this all together and we can see what it's gonna taste like, or we can see what it's gonna look like and then taste what it tastes like. Just wanna see the doneness on these. It's almost there. A couple more minutes and they'll be done. Set this to a side. We're gonna make sure our carrots are done. Now, there's two ways you can do this. You can either take your noodles and dump it into your wok, or you can drain them, put them on a plate, and then put your stir fry on top of them. It's totally up to you how you like to do it. In the end, it all is the same. We're going to cut this off, and we're going to come back here, and I'm going to drain this. That's all I get now. Drain our noodles. And then we're just gonna come over here to our wok. Just gonna dump that in there. Now we're gonna get this all together. Get our noodles incorporated with all that flavor. And our noodles are hot, so it's gonna soak up all that delicious flavors in here with the stir fry sauce and all the different veggies and flavors of the sweet carrot. And this is basically where it needs to be. Now, of course, you can go out and get a little bit of sesame seed or black sesame seed and dust it over top of that. But this looks delicious. That's where it is. Let's go back here. Let's plate up a little bit of this, see what it looks like. We have our. Make sure you get some of that, the different colors. The carrots, the peas. Some of that green onions that we added at the very last minute. And then you can come over here and do a little green onion like that. And look how beautiful that is. Look at the colors, and there's so many different textures in this. Let's go in for a taste. Some of those noodles, a little bit of that, the beef. That is unbelievable. Really good. The sweetness of the carrots, the earthiness of the mushrooms, the crunchy of the peas. This is really good. We'll take this off. I hope you guys try this at home. It's really easy, it's really quick, and it's really, really delicious. Beef stir fry, of course you can do this with chicken or pork. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want. It's your kitchen. And this is What's Cooking Neighbor. I'm your host, Don Smith, and we'll see you next time right here on What's Cooking Neighbor.
Whether you're 2 or 102, the Tigerville Grill has something for you. Take advantage of the Build Your Own Burger menu. In the mood for something small? Choose one of the many delicious slider options. Call ahead and use our fast and easy drive-thru. Oh, that cool freestyle fountain drink machine? We've still got it. The Tigerville Grill, located at 314 North Columbia Avenue and open to the public 11 to 8 daily.
Campbellsville University Cosmetology teaches beauty inside and out. The cosmetology students at CU receive salon experience while learning in a contemporary environment from faculty who have worked in the industry. With areas of study ranging from hairstyling to salon management, Campbellsville University Cosmetology can help you turn your passion into a profession. Kickstart your cosmetology career today. Visit campbellsville.edu/cosmetology.
WLCU-TV, a service of Campbellsville University. Comcast Cable Channel 10.